Yeah, so I've realized I've been journaling for 7 years. That was around the time I left New York City after college. Damn, has a lot happened since then. In this video, I'll summarize the 7 biggest lessons from those 7 years of journaling. Lesson number 1, go digital. You want to be able to journal from any device. This is my journal right here. Also, this is my journal. Here it is. This is the final beast, and that journal lives on in every other device that I have. I've tried journaling from the nice physical ones, but it didn't work. Even the nice leather ones. It's because you can't copy links, you don't always have it around, it runs out of paper, you don't have a pen, it just simply didn't fit my lifestyle. Tip number 2, KISS, keep it simple, stupid. I use a simple format with the places I've traveled to and the months as headers for quick browsing. In mid-2022, I went ahead and added the week as well. This is something I've taken from my girlfriend's journal, and I love the extra clarity it's given me. And since I'm using Google Docs, and this is a table of content, I can go ahead and click on any title and quickly go to exactly that section of my journal. Tip number 3, don't be strict on formats. This is a really big one, and I've gone through many phases. You've probably tried something like this.
Three hours later.
Just do what comes naturally and give yourself time. Sometimes I'll just write what I did that day. Other times I'll write a whole entire page about something that's been stuck in my mind. I've tried tons of different formats, and now I just don't force anything anymore. It's my journal. I can do whatever I want. If you ever get stuck writing your journal, the next 2 tips are gonna be for you. Tip number 4 is the 20-second rule. And according to runtastic.com, if you wanna create a new habit, you have to make it easy to integrate by decreasing the activation energy for the habits you want to implement. In a nutshell, the less time it takes to get done, ideally 20 seconds or less, the more likely you're going to do it. The way I use the 20-second rule when I'm a little lazy is I'll say, I'm just gonna write 1 sentence, and that's it. And then I almost never write just 1 sentence. I also usually journal first thing in the morning. Around 6:30 with my tea, I go for a walk outside. I usually find a place to sit down, and I'll respond to messages and journal. So when I sit down to work at around 7, I have a really clear mind and can hit the ground running. Pro tip number 5, and this is for digital journals, make an icon on phone home screen. If it takes more than 1 click to open the journal, you've lost, especially if you're just starting out. For me, I have 2 clicks, but that's because I've separated different journals into a folder, and it's a bit more pro level. Here's a question for you. Do you journal yourself? If you do, what's your biggest pro tip? I'd love to hear it in the comments below. And maybe I'll pin the best comment again. Here's one of my favorite things about journaling, and one of the things I've learned from journaling. Tip number 6, word vomit. If you're at a fork in the road and you don't know which direction to go, what really helps me is when I word vomit in my journal and I just let it all out. I often fill up a whole page, maybe 2 pages of Google Docs, but almost always at the end, the answer is clear. I swear this is one of the key reasons that journaling is a superpower. Here's a little bonus tip, I guess tip number 6.5. Reread your old journals, and what I like to do after a month is over, I reread last month and add an executive summary. This is something I've been doing for about 3 years now, and it's insane how many buried gems you have in your journal that you forgot about, little gold nuggets. So reread your journal, especially 2-3 years back, and your mind is just gonna be blown. The compounding benefits of journaling is really superpower number 2. So the longer you do it for, the better. Before I give you guys tip number 7, I've become so convinced about the powers of journaling, I've based my whole startup on that idea. TradeJournal.co is a trading edtech that helps traders maximize their alpha through powerful trading analytics, a supportive and accountable community, and personalized mentors. It's a forever free platform, but if you want access to higher level mentor content, you can now get access for 7 days free. All right, well, last but not least, do not stress about your journal. If you missed a few days, so what? You can always go back, summarize, or just let them be. Sometimes we need a break from our routine, but only a small one. If you do notice yourself drifting away from journaling and breaking your new habit, it might be because your journal isn't accessible enough. Always remember rule 4 and 5. If you guys are looking for more productivity tips, check out this super old video of mine and try not to make fun of me. It's super awkward, but as relevant as ever. And the browser extension I mentioned in this video, I still use it every single day.